Okay, so you want to get these lined up as good as you can. And like I said, this is a lengthwise, this is the width. So once you get them lined up as good as you can, which I hope I did. Now there's like 4, 1, 2, and then 3, 4. And done came off of this one. Like I said, this is netting or whatever. I'm not going to get it lined up. I just don't have the right place to do all this. Like I said before, I have my room. I wish I could put it on a long table or something, but oops. Alright. So then you are going to, oh, hang on. Now you want to try and get this so all of these are lined up halfway decent. You're going to get a lot of scrubbies out of these, you know, just the round scrubbies. And you can get some tulle, I think it's called tulle. And you can make, you know, those body things. Do they call them loofahs? A loofah? Something? I don't know. Something I don't use. But alright. So now you're just going to fold it. You're going to double it over. And double it over again. Make sure all these little things line up halfway decent. Which mine are. I don't like this one on there. That one's messing me up. Okay. I pretty much have it to where I want it, so. And then I'm going to fold it over again. Now, I done got this folded over how I want. I don't know if the scissors would go through it if I did it one more time. I think that would be too thick. So now what you want to do, oh, darn it. I didn't grab my ruler. See if I can get my ruler without dropping a bunch of stuff. Go. So you want to do it approximately more or less every inch, you know, give or take. So here's an inch. Now, I know I have a marker. I do. So around about every inch, I'm just going to make a little mark. So I want to be as close to it as I can. You don't have to do this, but I'm choosing to. Just because. And I'm not going to cut it all tonight. Now we'll see if my, we're going to see how sharp my scissors really are. So now I'm going to take this and I'm going to try and get it as straight as I can. And I'm not really good at that. Drop my ruler, I don't want to do that. Seems to me I might need a different pair of scissors. And you're going to end up with a big strip if you cut it off right. Or end up with a, actually, end up with a big strip. Might end up with a couple of big strips. And then you're just going to tie them together anyways. Did I not cut it right? But I didn't end up with one big strip. So anyways, you're going to want these big strips. Because this is what you're going to crochet with. Let me, I'm gonna try and cut another one. If I just didn't line it up right. It's probably me. Okay, these scissors are not gonna work at all. We'll see how this one comes out, because you just got to be careful. There we go. Now what I'm going to do, I gotta get to the end of it. Here's an end. So I'm going to take, and we're just going to tie these together. Alright, I'm just going to make a I'm just going to take these two, and I'm just going to make a knot and tie it together, like so. Okay. You want it tight, but not too tight that you're going to break it. Alright. So, now I just dropped a bunch of them, darn it. So we're going to take this, and then we're going to start crocheting it together. Alright. And we're going to make you know, one of those little scrubbies for the kitchen. It'll be all crocheted up nicely, and you can have a little scrubby. So let me finish getting these tied together. And then what's going to make it easier is if you take a couple fingers and start rolling it up in a ball, so it doesn't get to be, you know, like one big tangled mess, and it'll be a lot easier to work with once you get all your pieces tied together. Then just go ahead and roll it up in a ball. Now, don't pull too tight or anything, because stuff will rip or whatever. You don't want that. So I'm just going to roll this up in a ball, and then I'll get my crochet hook and I'll show you what we do. Okay, so I have my stuff all balled up and whatnot, and next time I do this I'm going to show you a different way to cut it. I don't know, I think I have too many strips, and each one should have been like a yard long, but oh well. So I have got a 5mm crochet hook, and I'm going to start out doing a magic circle. So the magic circle, you kind of go over, and then you crisscross it back here. So you have a front and the back. I'm going to go underneath, bring it up. I can let go now. I'll just hang on right here. And then I'm going to chain 2. 1. Oh. Gotta get your other piece out the way here. 2. And now inside the magic circle I am going to do 12 double crochet. Get that on there. Try not to get that Get messed up in the netting. There we go. Okay, so when you do a double crochet, first I gotta get my middle back here. There we go. Yarn over, go through the loop, pull up a loop, and you just kind of, when you're grabbing this netting, you're just kind of grabbing it so it, you know, makes it look like yarn. And now we are going to chain this again. We're going to go through 2. There's 1. And there's 2. Almost 2. Did I go through? I did not. Now you want to make these kind of loose, you know, so they're not sticky. And then we're going to yarn over again and go through the last 2. I need to make my chains a little bit looser. Okay, so you're going to yarn over, go through the circle, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through 2, alright, I'm just going to go through 1 at a time, I think. My hand is cramping up, sorry. Like I said, you don't want it too tight, but you don't want it too loose. Get that back on there, and then go through the other 2. Okay, so you're going to do that 12 times. You're going to make 12 double crochets around the circle. Okay? Alright. When you get your 12 on there, and you come back to this first one, just like, you know, if you were doing a circle of some sort, we're just going to do a slip stitch. And don't worry if you have, okay, so you slip stitch, you pull through, and you pull through again. That's it, that's your slip stitch. Now, we have all these on here. So now what we want to do is we can take our end here and we can pull it. Don't pull too tight so it breaks. So you close up that little hole right there. So you close up that little hole. Don't worry about clipping all these off, because you're just going to end up, you're going to make 2 of these. And then you just put the extras in the middle, you know, to make it a little bit more poofy. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do, we're going to chain 2, 1, 2. Now in that same stitch right here, see right here, we're going to make another double crochet, which was yarn over, pull through, yarn over. We got pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now we move on to the next one, and it's going to be 2 double crochet in each one. Now make sure you're picking up both loops, you know, the front and the back loop, and you're going to yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And again, in the exact same hole, you know, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. I'm hoping you can see this all right. Yarn over and pull through 2 more. So do that all the way around, and I'll meet you back up when I'm out over here. Okay, so I'm back here. I am going to do a slip stitch. That's just pulling the yarn through, but not out, and pulling it through. Now, sometimes the yarn can get a little bit fiddly, but that's alright. And this is what it looks like so far. And we'll tie in this end here, like for the magic circle. We'll pull it tight and pull it in. You can go ahead and leave all these little pieces, whatever, because, like I said, they'll all go inside the scrubby and make it just a little bit, it'll make it just a little bit more poofy, so we'll save all those. So, now what I'm going to do is, again, I'm just going to chain 2. Once you get going, the yarn, it gets a little bit easier to work with. Like I said, it can be a little bit fiddly at times, but so in that same stitch, I'm going to work another. See, this is why I know I didn't fold it right, because I shouldn't have that many ends. But so we're going to put, okay, so we got 2 stitches here, and the next one we're only going to do 1 double crochet. So that's yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And the next one, we're going to put 2 double crochets in the same one. So basically, in one of the stitches, you're putting 2 double crochets, and the next stitch, you're only doing 1, because this is an increase row. Now I'm going to see how big it is when I'm done with this. Some people stop after this row, but we'll see. So again, so it's 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. So it's 2 double crochet, then 1 double crochet, then 2 double crochet, then 1 double crochet. So I just did 2, so this next one only gets 1. And then the next one will get 2. Okay? I hope you can see what I'm doing. See, there's 1, and the next one, this one I'm going to put 2. Alright, so do that all the way around, and I'll meet you back here when I'm done. Okay, so now we got to the end here. All we're going to do is yarn over, bring it through, yarn over, and find my scissors, snip it off, and then I'm just going to bring it through to secure it. And there you go. We can leave most of these. I'll probably trim some of them, but regardless, here's the scrubby. Now we're going to make another one like this. We're going to make one exactly the same, and then we're going to attach them to each other. And then what you do with these, we'll just leave those in the, once we stitch the 2 together, then we just leave those in the middle, and it just adds a little extra, I don't know, something. But these are scrubbies for like pots and pans. I wouldn't say your body, because a little bit too scratchy for that. You need the tool stuff for that. But it's a nice size. If I can measure it. Let me get my measuring device here so that you can see. I don't know if I want to make it any bigger. That's about 3 3/4 inches. Now I'll add another one to it, and it'll be about the size those scrubbies are that you can buy in the store. But if you know how to crochet them, you can crochet a bunch of them. They say they last for a long time. We'll see, because I really don't know. So, alright. I'm going to get to getting the other one, and, well, next week's video, we'll see what it looks like put together. I'll show you what the other one, when I use the Scrubology yarn, I'll show you what that one looks like. Yeah. And these, I mean, shoot, you can make them one side green, one side white, green, you know, you could do different colors. You can make one side real scratchy and one side a little bit softer. And numerous things you can do with these. So, alright. That's it for today. I'll show you a picture of the scrubby I made with the Scrubology yarn last week. The boys have been using it and they like it. They say it works really well, so I'll probably try and whip some more of those out. Oh, you know what? This could be a turtle shell. No. Alright. Happy crocheting.